keep hearing about this crisis of young men in our country, young women outperforming young men in a variety of ways, actually. Are young men, in your view, in crisis, and who is to blame for that?
Absolutely, they are in crisis, and I think it's one of the greatest pieces of evidence that American patriarchy still exists. A lot of people would claim, well, women and girls are doing well, they're outperforming men in a lot of ways. A lot of people have asked me, you have 3 degrees, how could you claim that patriarchy still exists? Yeah. And there's a lot of different examples that we can point to, of course, the maternal mortality crisis that we discussed, but one of the primary examples that I point to is how sadly our men and boys are suffering. And that comes as a result of this limited binary that we talked about. If you're told that your only options in life are dominate or be dominated, there's a lot that you have to deny in yourself to play this domination role. You have to deny that you're connected to other people. You have to deny that you're a vulnerable person who has feelings beyond anger. You have to deny that you might want to be cared for as well, that you might want to be protected as well. And so it's really hurting all men, all boys, but also those who are supposed to be the primary beneficiaries of American patriarchy, white men. We're seeing very high rates of depression, very high rates of drug dependency. I mean, this is something that plays a role in needing to deny parts of yourself in order to have power over others, in order to dominate others. And so I would say it's one of the primary reasons why we really need to focus in on dismantling American patriarchy.
Wow. Whoever gave her 3 degrees need to take them back. Shelley, I mean,
my question that I wrote, what the hell is she talking about? I mean, wait, what was she's
let me find out we got the same question, right?
Yeah, what the hell is she talking about? Would she answer go with the question? I don't know, but patriarchy, this is why men are failing. So she wants men to be more matriarchally.
Right, that's what she wants. Yeah, right? She wants them weaker.
But no, it's men's fault. It sounds like she's saying it's men's fault. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking. It's men's fault that they have that they are being diagnosed with more mental illnesses. They're falling behind academically, let alone economically, job prospects, things like that. The cultural pulls for them, right? So what does that have to do with them being told there's only a binary? You can only be dominated or dominate. Well, who tells men that? I mean, seriously, I don't know anybody that tells men or boys that I know that, including alpha men. I don't even know that.
These people go around men. I mean, Yana, what are your thoughts? I don't know what she's talking about.
I know what she's talking
about. Please tell us.
So again, it's Marxism.
Okay.
Because the idea in Marxism is that creating a new man. Like, that's actually the goal, is to create a new human. And so that's what she's talking about. She's talking about dismantling the idea that there's a binary. And so it's not about now she's saying it's not men who are at fault. It's this whole idea that we need to just get rid of, like, the whole idea that there's such thing as patriarchy. And we know that whole idea of God, man, family, children, that all needs to be destroyed from a Marxist perspective. And that's what the people are taught in colleges. So she basically is saying it's not enough for women to have all the power and advantage that they have. Men have to become this emotional mess now. Like, that's what she's telling men to be. Yeah. And so that it's ridiculous that now men have to behave as women. So then who is going to be our protectors?
Yeah.
Right.
And before you jump in, I want to say, I personally believe the reason why we have this issue is because we are not letting men are not able, they're being ridiculed when they do, by their nature, is to dominate, is to lead. And so we have this backwards culture now where men no longer go out and hunt. They are no longer active. They're behind desks most of the time. We've changed the whole culture, the work culture, that many of them are inside most days. And that actually goes against what men are naturally born to do. And so like an alpha, particularly since I have a Cane Corso, an alpha dog, when you don't prey to their nature, which is to lead, they will bite you. They will reach out. They will attack you because you are trying to make them like lap dogs, when that goes totally against us.
But what she was saying, I'm sorry, did you go and go?
Well, this is what I got. So you're listening to this very elite female talking to another very elite female, educated in America's best schools. The New York Times, it's not just a feeling. Data shows that boys and men, young men, are falling behind women.
Yeah.
Harvard Magazine, why are men falling behind in education and employment? Reddit, it's not just a feeling, it really is you, right?
Wow.
Okay. Medium, this is Kate Magazine, right? Why are men falling behind? Panic is really about men falling behind. Young Men in Crisis, Stanford Review.
Yeah,
Did
all
you
these-
notice something about all of those publications? Let me tell you, I don't know. Maybe it's something in their water, but where I live, men still hunt. There's
Yes.
a line at the range. What we're seeing is two different Americas.
Exactly.
Right? And this two different Americas is the reason why Donald Trump got elected.
Exactly.
This is the reason why Donald Trump got elected, because we cannot continue to try to force boys and men to act like girls and women.
Exactly.
And this is what they're saying. Well, you know, we would like you better if you were more like us.
Who?
No.
I mean, hell, a lot of women don't like each other as women. I mean,
First of all, nobody likes a soy boy. No, they don't even
and
like
that's what
soy
I was going
boys.
to say. What she was saying was, like you said, the fear mongering, Yana, and what she seems to be talking from a state of fear. Most women, I would contend, based on what she's saying, they don't understand that alpha men, their goal is not to dominate and
Exactly.
oppress women.
Exactly.
That's not what they want to do.
Right.
But they are protective, right? They do offer a sense of security, stability, whatever the case may be. And most women who I'm going to say who love alpha men, you know how to sort of navigate that, right? I don't want to be able to make all the decisions. I don't. I don't. I love an alpha male. You know, I don't want to be treated like a two-bit secretary either. But this is a state of fear.
Yes.
And a lot of times women, we tend to be more emotionally guided, and we might live in that fear and then, you know, spread it out when it doesn't have to be. And her and Sunny Hostin again, you know, like you said, these elite educated women, what are they being educated with? Foolishness.
Right. They're being educated by
Marxism.
And in order to have a balanced society, you have to have women who have, you know, the female nature to be more emotional, more in tune with their emotions. And it doesn't mean men are not in tune with their emotions.
Exactly.
It means that men can make maybe more difficult decisions. They may not, you know, they don't break down and cry every time they feel sad.
Right.
And that's normal, because imagine if you're, as a woman, dealing with a lot of emotions, and then you have a man next to you who's also doing the same and crying and breaking down. Like, I don't need that.
Right. And not only that, but and then what we've gotten now is the pendulum has totally swung the other way. So
It's more balance.
the what we see is some men, or you know, that are trying to be alpha, or the definition of alpha has become has changed, has become totally distorted, and it's not really that. An alpha man, just like a dog walking in a dog park, they know who the alpha is.
Exactly.
They don't have to say it. When you walk into the room, you know who the alpha is, and the people around them walk in line, fall in line.
Right.
So
it's
just general.
You've seen it. You've seen like an alpha dog. Go to a dog
Right,
park.
that's what I'm saying.
And you see
I
the
know.
little dogs, like the little
Oh, I
yappers. I call
know.
them the bitch yappers. The alpha dog walking by.
I know.
The bitch yap is going, and the alpha just looks.
I'll just tell you, look.